talked a little bit about how belief drives behavior, and here's an example of how that works. If one believes, or just has the thought very often to themselves that I'm not good at this sort of thing, I tend to get very muddled up, I struggle to keep time, that sort of stuff. These are the sorts of things you'd expect to see. Avoiding, so pushing off that sort of presentation in general. Let's do it later, we don't need to do this right now. I think what we can do is do this async instead, so lots of little nice excuses to get out of that. But if we really need to do it, there's going to be stress. There's going to be a rising sense of stress before it happens. What's that going to look like? That's going to look like a little bit of irritableness, a little bit of you've gone very quiet. Perhaps you've put aside other tasks and you really can't get to those right now because you really have to focus. This is very important. This is just getting in the way. A false sense of importance, like you really don't understand how big a deal this is. This is actually quite a big deal. So you need to back off. You need to give me space. You need to respect me. Can you really not bring me? I'm actually really frustrated that you're bringing me this information right now. There's self-talk. I really need to focus. I really need to buckle down. I need to get this right. I need to spend, the whole day planning. Some of these things are useful. I think it's good to be competent and it's good to prepare and it's good to think things through. Those are all true, but those can get, just like we hijack fitness, we hijack some of these practices because what's happening is that's all getting whisked up with that belief, right? So like, this is going to be really hard. I need to gather all my resources. I need to block out time. I need to present. You can see how stressful that gets. Now, thinking about someone who perhaps does this very effortlessly, and I've definitely said to myself, wow, that person is so good at this sort of thing. They do this so easily. This comes so naturally to them. Again, those are more sorts of thoughts and beliefs. I don't really know what's going on in their head. But perhaps what's actually simply happening, another explanation would be, this person is simply not doing what I just said. They're not telling themselves over and over again how hard this is going to be and how important this is and how much they need to stress. They're not having the resulting actions that come out of those beliefs. They're not scribbling on pieces of paper or preparing what they're going to say. They're not deleting things at the last minute. They're not quitting programs so they don't distract themselves. They're probably just doing the task. So they're actually using, I would guess, a lot less energy, which is in some ways you can view that as unfair. You can say, wow, this person is suffering so much and they're using so much energy. They're almost doing 3 times the amount of work and they're getting 3 times less out of it.